I have been seeing so many cardinals this season. Cardinals represent devotion, friendship, home, ancestors, and messages from our angels. It feels so rare and really special to witness a cardinal. And I've noticed that each time I've seen one, it starts to fly away as soon as I notice it. At first, I got a little upset and sad that the cardinals wouldn't stick around. I just wanted to watch them and marvel at their beauty and uniqueness. I couldn't make them stay. I couldn't will them to stay still, so over time, I just released the expectation that they would. Now, it feels more like I receive a blessing just by them showing up, and it's a delightful surprise every time. Maybe this flying away resonates with you. You don't want lots and lots of attention. Or maybe you love to be seen, but when people notice you, you get shy. If either of these are the case, I'm sensing a shift for you in this area. You're about to get more consistent, devoted attention from returning friends, from new friends, or from people who resonate for you as a sense of home. Or maybe the part around surrender resonates with you. That there was something or someone that would show up in your life every so often, but the circumstance or the person wasn't consistent. And you'd get upset. Rightfully so. If consistency or reliability are values of yours, it makes sense that you'd get sad or feel disappointed. Surrender teaches us that nothing outside of us can offer perpetual stability, nor can anything outside of us offer contentment all the time. Things change. People change. We change and shift in our minds and emotions constantly. Accessing a sense of flow and being open to what is, rather than trying to change someone or fight against something, can bring a sense of peace and joy. But it takes the courage of free fall, of trust with ourselves, with our guides, with our self-care, with spirit. Surrender is an act of devotion on our spiritual journeys. We just gotta be clear on what we're surrendering. Expectation, fear, control, resentment, pride. To clarify, depending on your journey, what we don't want to surrender is our self-esteem, our self-worth, our self-responsibility, our connection to our bodies and intuitions, our dreams, or our will to live and thrive. Surrender is hard to do, but it, like forgiveness, is an internal process, and the timeline of it is unique to each person. Through surrender, I'm sensing your initiation into a deeper connection with self, with the divine, with your angels, your guides, and with your ancestors. And this is all made possible because you've been doing your work and being curious about how your body and your mind and your heart can be a sense of home for you. Your body is your abode on this earth. Like a turtle, a snail, or a crab, you take your home with you everywhere you go. Your mind desires to be devoted to the narrative that you deem to create for yourself. When we're anxious, that narrative doesn't feel good in our bodies. What kind of life do you want to experience? If it feels hard to begin to imagine, watch something on TV, on TikTok, on IG, on YouTube, of someone living their life. Go to a coffee shop and people watch. Notice how you feel as you watch them. Do you feel jealous, a sense of envy, desire, joy, or peaceful ease, watching them live their life. Whatever emotions come up are all right. These emotions are just signs you may be witnessing something you want for your own life, or something you don't. Jealousy and envy are probably coming up because you don't feel like you can have that, whatever you're watching, or that you're allowed to have it. Joy and ease might be signs that you're connecting with the part of you that knows this future reality is true for you. Now, back to the Cardinals. So this morning, I see this cardinal and it was on the ground, just chilling on the sidewalk. And I stopped in my tracks to watch and take in this blessing. And just as all the times before, when the bird realized I was watching it, it started to fly away. However, this time it just flew from the ground to a fence. And then as I kept watching, from a fence to a tree branch, and then the bird went even higher before disappearing in the treetops. This made me think of the universal law, as above, so below. We are the cardinal. The cardinal is us. This Mercury retrograde and full moon eclipse energy is offering us a perspective of self and the world around us that is going to be wider and higher than we've ever seen before. We may be able to hear our intuition more clearly and notice that we start thinking from our wise mind, channeling from our higher self, and connecting with our soul. And when a circumstance, situation, or relationship no longer serves an aspect of our purpose, we may pick up and fly away, flying towards something that does serve us. This act is not in spite of anyone, and not from a place of fear either. We fly because we have wings, and we know how to fly. It's just how we're built and what we do. It's how we move naturally. Fly on, y'all, and take good care. I'll catch y'all in the future.